Yo, what up, y'all? We back. Another episode. We got some fire for y'all. But let's just start here. Everybody wants love, but nobody wants the confusion that comes with it, right? We got dating apps, we got situationships, we got ghosting, we got red flags, we got green flags, and somehow people are still lonelier than ever. Hmm. So the question is, did dating actually get harder, or did people just stop keeping it real? So, on this episode of the Fire Session, we're breaking it down why modern dating feels like a full time job. So, let's light it up. Yeah,
If
yeah,
it
yeah,
is love, why does it
yeah.
hurt so bad?
That's not even the
Make me
song.
feel
So
so sad inside.
Hey, that song be jamming though.
it is the jam.
Hey, why does I'm just saying. I looped it in there, Ken. If you go back and listen to it, you could throw that "If It Isn't Love" on
Okay,
that
okay,
hook. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
okay,
Okay.
I'm telling
okay,
you.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Telling
Yeah,
you.
we might have to do something like that. Your boy
Yes, sir.
been listening to some things and putting some bars to some stuff. So the next intro that we have would definitely have some lyrics to it. I
Yeah,
guarantee you.
for sure. For sure.
All right. So y'all already know you tapped into the Fire Session, no scripts, just the truth. Y'all already know how we got to do before we jump in the fire. We got to make sure everybody is good before we go on our journey. So Trisha Michelle, you good?
I'm great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the usual, huh? Ain't got
So with
nothing
it.
new. Like, geez, I'm good though. I ain't got no complaints. It's a good week. It's a busy week. Little nephew turning 1 tomorrow. Birthday party at my house on Saturday. So
Oh,
All
the
right.
turn up is at your
it's a busy
crib.
week, but it's a good one. Reason to celebrate. And this heat wave we got going on. We getting in the pool this weekend.
Oh yeah, facts. I'm beach time or something.
Mm-hmm.
A heat
Yes,
wave?
yes. Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
hot.
we was on
It's
101.
101 today.
Yeah.
Oh,
See?
wow.
And that was
Yeah, that's
not rehearsing. We said the same exact temperature. That's how you know we not lying.
Yeah,
oh, hey y'all, they out in Cali. So yeah, 101 is definitely hot.
it's hotter than fish
Definitely.
grease today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely hot. Yeah, I can't front on that. And yeah, so y'all have fun with that. I'm pretty sure ours is coming, you know what I'm saying, shortly. But yeah, for right now, y'all hold that.
Yeah, we'll hold it down.
Bipolarism out in this joint. It's
Nah, it ain't about it. It chose a side this week.
yeah, this whole week, yeah, it's choosing sides. Yeah, it's on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
y'all,
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. Well, what we said before we jump into the fight, y'all already in it.
We in it. We brought
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying.
real. For real. All right. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. You good, my guy?
If it isn't love, why do I
Oh
feel
Lord.
this way? Why does she? I'm just saying, ain't nothing to complain about, dog. You know what I'm saying? Grab you a song, sing that joint. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do and make it work. You know what I'm saying? So nothing to complain about, man. I'm in Cali. The weather's good. It's all right.
We just said we was burning. Don't lie to these
We
people.
we burning, but if like I told
Whoa.
y'all before, hold on, no, we
Whoa.
ain't burning now.
Pause. But
Whoa.
in reference to weather.
I'm just, I'm just saying, it's perfect beach weather, even though it's in the hundreds. Perfect beach weather, and on top of that, if you a Marietta Hot Spring type of person, if you're a Glen Ivy Hot Spring type of person, you know what I'm saying. This is splendiferous for you. I'm just saying. You go, you know what I'm saying, get your chill on, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have too much clothes on, you know what I'm saying? Not many, as the young folks would say. We ain't got to have not many clothes on today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Go hang out with your beach clothes on, Patricia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm not going to no beach. I don't like people like that. I'm good.
She like,
Well,
oh, like
Well, people ain't got on clothes out there at the beach, just like people ain't got on clothes out here in Houston, Texas, at the rodeo, man. Because
Oh my God.
that's been a topic that's been floating around social media. Everybody, everywhere has been talking about that,
You don't know
and
about the rodeo?
man, it's a dope experience. But I think now it's thought it out.
Oh
It
yeah.
is super Thoughtsville out there. And it's just, it went from being like a family thing or a good time filled thing to everybody just there trying to smash something. You know what I'm
Hey
saying?
man, if
So
if you want sales to go up, you got gotta get the garden tools out there. You know what I'm
hey
saying?
man, you know
Everybody
Yeah,
what?
of
go
course.
pull up.
Hey,
304.
boys ain't got to fly nothing in from the fig. They got the fig at home.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna throw this little function, we're gonna throw this little party. Make sure you invite all the garden tools you can, especially the ones that probably got an OnlyFans page and it can push the press for you. Oh yeah, have it. Boom, boom, boom. Come, pull up. Hey man, I'm just saying, the world is slowly turning into Thoughtsville, and
Slowly.
I mean,
Taking the
I'm
world
trying to
by
be.
storm.
I'm trying,
The time is now.
Hey man. And
you know what I'm
listen,
saying?
I'm gonna tell you this, fellas. If your girl flew out to Houston this weekend, just throw her away. Break up when she
Oh,
gets home. Go your separate ways, ladies. I hate to do it
oh
to
my,
my fellas. Same thing. If
oh
your
my,
man was in Houston this weekend and you
oh
wasn't with
my,
him,
oh
he's used. He's tainted. You know what I'm saying?
they've been
Hey,
fondled with, huh?
hey, and they even
Fondled
got
is
videos. They even got these
fondled is
videos.
crazy.
But they even got these videos of people recording and taking photos of the people in their bed with
Of
them
how
at the
easy it
one night
was to knock
stands.
one off the
Yes.
first night. Yep.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
Yep.
it,
yo.
it ain't never
So,
been hard to do that. I mean,
but check this out though. Can you imagine if you're a person in a relationship with someone and they ended up on one of those pictures and they
I
didn't know it?
mean,
They didn't know the picture was shared out there, and now this picture or this video is floating around of them, and you see it before they do.
it might break their heart initially, but in this society, when everybody trying to go viral, they're gonna be like, "Oh, girl, I saw him on the such and such." It's gonna fly all over social media. Fam gonna be Facebook famous, Instagram famous for a little bit. He gonna get a little bit more attention, and another one will pull up instantly because she think he got bread now.
He got bread because he went to Houston.
I mean, people, you'd be surprised what people believe in today's society.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
People
yeah.
believe because you got 3,000 followers that you got some social media money.
he might
That's true.
he might got bread, but I can guarantee you this: a lot of them chicks that been ran through coming back home with some yeast for sure,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
A different type of bread.
yeah. And we
Oh
know
yeah.
y'all didn't have no prophylactics, so you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
man, raw dog action. All right, let's get out of that,
Wow.
and let's
If
get into
it
the
is love, why?
and let's get into the topic for today, man. Dating is always an interesting topic to discuss. And on this episode, we asked the question, why does dating today feel more complicated than it did 10 to 20 years ago? Listen,
Mm.
we understand it's a decade or so ago that we're talking about, but Trish Michelle, just off the top of your head, like what is one thing that you could say that, what I'm saying, makes dating today feel more complicated than it did, in years past?
And these unrealistic standards.
Mm, okay.
So, and then social media, everyone trying to live up to these standards. It's like you don't have to go read a book. You know how you used to read the love stories, and you have the person that's like, oh, I just can't wait till my Romeo comes, and but now it's, oh my God, I can't wait till he make 6 figures and come sweep me off my feet, and I ain't got to work, and he gonna pay for everything and buy me Louis Gucci this and that because ain't no man, and it's just unrealistic values that they got, and both ways, men and women, and no one's bringing anything to the table. So I don't know. Dating right now is dating is a joke. Like,
Yeah.
especially for that generation. And then I won't even say that generation because there's some people our age and older that still have those same, that they just start conforming to those values. And it's like, who raised y'all? Like,
Right, right,
y'all should
right.
know this ain't realistic. Like, I mean, to I don't know. I just think that's what it is. Everybody trying to be something that they're not instead of real. It's okay to have some goals, but let's be realistic.
Right.
Yeah. All right, Benji Banks, the man, the brand. What you think, man?
I think people really believe that they got options.
Mm,
So there's really no, I ain't really got to fool with you. Like you could be 6 out of the 10 things that the chick wants, but she believes because she got your 6 that she can get, maybe I can get 18, or maybe I could find another dude that would give me the other 1 or 2, maybe got 7 to 8. And I just think ultimately at the end of the day, people really think they got options out here, man. And they really don't. If you survey it, if you're an analyzer and if you're that type of person, you look at it, you realize half the time, man, shoot, I need that 6. I can work with that 6.
yeah,
And there you go. But most people don't see it that way.
Well, they
yeah.
do have access to more individuals that they would. Now you don't really even got to go out to
Right.
find somebody. You can, you know,
They can
find
cash app
somebody on
you right
social
over the
media. So they
phone
do
for
have
your
access
food.
to more than the usual. So maybe their options are a little bit more than they used to be.
I
And
mean, I guess when I say that, I should say viable options because people kind of place their values kind of in specific place. Like you valuable to me if I'm broke and you feed me every week or every day.
nobody values the intangibles that much anymore. It's
Yeah.
always, all the other
They kind
stuff.
of narrow it down to if
Hmm.
you got money, then I'm good. If you can buy me a sandwich, you know what I'm saying, you good. If you can do the bare minimum, but to be able to think a thing through, have emotional intelligence, and be able to actually put a business plan together and execute
There's
the
no real
business plan.
connection. That's why he in
Yeah,
Houston with the 304s
yeah,
or
that's a
she,
fact. That's a
because
fact.
they don't really hold nothing there. So the next thing that's dangling, pause, but realistically,
No
something that's
pause. That's
dangling.
that's real. That's
Now I was about to
real.
say, but realistically, now that I thought about it,
Yeah,
I mean, for
yeah,
real,
Right,
something dangling, they chasing
yeah.
right.
it.
Facts, facts.
So I
So,
mean,
what I had listed is social media influence, which you all mentioned,
Hmm.
dating apps creating endless options as well. When you
mm-mm.
go
Hmm.
to the dating apps, they feel like they got a million options to choose from, so they
Oh,
just
that's a
go through
whopper.
there. Yep. So they swiping left, swiping right, or whatever the case may be. Fear of commitment is a big one.
True.
People don't want to commit, and it leads back to I think the options that they feel like they have. So they don't want to get too far into somebody else because they feel like their Prince Charming or their perfect princess is gonna come along, which is probably never gonna be.
Hmm.
Uh, as Trish Michelle mentioned, unrealistic expectations, and the other one that I have listed here is lack of communication.
Oh no,
Um,
here we go again, guys. Did you watch us last week?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So, this is the day and age of all these ways of communicating, but unfortunately, communication has become less because
Mm-hmm.
facts.
people, instead of using their words and instead of using the real forms of communication that mean something, they would rather text and, what I'm saying,
We'll
use
be over
social
here.
media to communicate. Yep. They'll be right in front of you and text you.
And
That's
truth be
that's wild.
told, is I'm finding out that a lot of people don't know how to communicate,
That's very big.
and comprehension isn't as uh isn't as golden as it should be.
They don't be catching what you're throwing. They be catching something
Fact.
else. They don't be.
I blame it on the school system because Negroes don't know
Nah,
the meaning of words
No,
nowadays.
I
no, no,
don't
no.
blame
I
it
don't
on the
blame it on the
school
school
system.
system because
Mm-mm.
half of them people ain't even paying attention in school, and that ain't the school system.
I mean, I
But I
don't
just
know.
think
It's
in
something.
general, I don't think the proper forms of being able to communicate is taught. I don't
Right,
think that the people that are trying to communicate know the different ways to communicate to individuals so
right,
that the person can receive it properly. No one does the research, no one does the vetting, no one tries, no one puts in all the work that's necessary to create a healthy communication between two individuals. That's what I
right.
believe. Because it's all
Because
different.
very true. And people, have different ways that they receive things. So they'll shut down if they
Hmm.
think, you know what I'm saying, you mentioning something to them. People are a little bit more sensitive nowadays. They're giving more into their feelings instead of actually having a meaningful conversation. It's just instant shutdown because my feelings were hurt. So it's
Yeah,
like,
but then
yeah,
we come from a generation of parents that weren't supposed to feel. So then we were taught to kind of like be
right,
we are our I think our generation is more of the one that, we understand the feelings, we acknowledge the feelings, we're still communicating, we're still a little like, okay, get over it though. I think we're the
right,
fine balance of the two.
right,
That
Yeah,
right,
we
we are.
got therapy, but at the same time, we ain't over here. Get it together because life is happening.
right.
Yeah,
You need to get
yeah,
over this quick because I got bills to pay in the morning. So I need you to get over this real quick.
yeah.
We'll
But
talk about that later in the week, maybe.
I think we're
it,
just a little bit more in tune.
Right,
yeah, I think it's all the things that you all mentioned. But I think it's also when we learn how to communicate, the first examples of communication that we have is at home, right? How
right,
you
Mhm.
communicate at home, how your parents communicate with each other, those type of
Yeah.
examples. If you got cousins, aunts, uncles, people around you that are in relationships or that are dating, you see how they communicate. So that's how you kind of build up, who you are as a relationship person, a communicator,
Mhm.
and how you pursue, what I'm saying, people when you get out there, because that's what you learned.
right,
That's what you saw. That's what you experienced as a young person. So I think those things are the biggest thing because at school, you're only displaying what you learned at home, right?
Yeah.
And then as you go along in school, the more you're in school, you start picking up more of those habits of, being at school because you're at school more, you're around your
right,
friends more, you're
right,
Mhm.
exposed to more things. But I think these kids have just grown up in this technology. And when I say kids, I mean, really the younger generation, 25 and under, maybe.
Yeah.
They've grown up with technology their whole lives.
right,
So for us, we didn't have internet, we didn't have, YouTube, we didn't have all these forms of
Going
communication,
outside.
social media. Like social media was if you wanted to talk to a girl, you had to catch her at
Go-
school on the
right.
bus or in the
You had to
neighborhood.
talk to her.
Like you had to go up to
Or
her.
write her a letter and hand it to her with your phone number on it, and will you go with me?
I mean, let's be honest, guys. If you grew up in the 80s, you wrote a few letters, but that was
Right.
really women. That was
I
really
was
the
gonna say
girls
it
writing.
wasn't
Like the
I didn't
guys
even
weren't
no,
really.
no. First of all,
I mean, depends
I
on how
wasn't
fast
writing no
you get.
letters.
That was easy for me. I could write me a little
Well, but
letter
I'm just
to you,
saying,
baby
a
girl.
lot
I
of
can't
guys
But
tell you
it
weren't
that
was
really
it's
more
easy.
writing the letters.
yeah.
It was really
Right,
the
right, right,
girls. And if a
right.
guy wrote a letter, he didn't write a letter. He just wrote it on a piece of paper. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check the box.
Will
You know
you
what I'm
go with
saying?
me? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like that
yeah.
was very simple. But
Meet me
then you had
behind.
The letters were
Meet me
written by the
behind. Meet
ladies.
me behind the
yeah.
trash can over here after school. You know what
Absolutely not,
I'm saying?
Nah,
Benji.
we not meeting by no
Absolutely
trash
not.
can.
Meet me
I'm
by the
telling
trash
you,
can
it
is
happened.
some dirty, foul, disgusting
No,
shit.
no, no. We ain't meeting by the trash. I just need you to
We
meet
know
me
what he
over
was on.
there.
Like,
We
You know
know
what I'm
what he
saying?
was
you
on.
was on that sewer.
We
Man,
know what
listen.
he was on.
He said
Hey,
it could mask the smell over here. That's
my
fine. Come
my
on
first
over.
my first crush got a letter. Do you hear me? My first crush got a letter from your boy, and I bagged that.
The
I'm just trying to tell
romanticism
you.
was not there. He said
Oh
trash can
man,
to him. Stat.
trash can love,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, sit next to your
Bag it and
boy. You
trash
know
it.
what
bad.
I'm saying? Sit next to your boy at the lunch. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Ay, ay, ay.
All right, all right. So when we talk about these issues that people have today, dating and in relationships, I broke it down into 5 sections, right? So we can easily digest and talk about this stuff. So the first section up is what we already mentioned: too many options.
Mm-hmm,
Dating apps have created the illusion of unlimited choices, social media as well. So people treat dating like online shopping.
mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to commit because they think someone better is one swipe away. And relationships are replaced by situationships, what we will dig deeper into as well. So, Benji, do you think the dating apps and social media has ruined commitment?
To a degree, I would say yeah, because really dating has become just a space to where I can snag it and grab it and then go on about my business. So, but that gives you that illusion where I can go find this at. So yeah, so I ain't really on there to date you long term. I'm just on there to find me a piece. And if I can find me a piece, then I'm good. And so that's
He
kind of
trying to
go
find
that's
that
kind of going
tendonism.
on both ways. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to find, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to make it fall off the bone for, and that's it. And that's really kind of what that is doing. And that's just kind of the space that we're in right now. And it's been that way for quite some time. And people, we creatures of habits, man. once you get used to a thing, I'd rather deal with that than have you in my house every day and you nagging and this and this and this and that. Man, let me just bag her and grab her, send her back home in the Uber, and I'm good.
Yeah, so I got a new term, y'all. I coined the reverse tenderism. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to get her on the bone. All right. So Trisha Michelle,
Trying to get it tenderized.
You're trying to tenderize her loins.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Trying to get her on the bone so you can tenderize her loins. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right. So Trisha Michelle, what are your thoughts on this?
On what is it? The dating site, the dating apps?
With the dating apps and social media, has it ruined commitment?
Has it ruined commitment?
Yes.
First of all, these suckers. Dang, you put a little app in front of you and that's it. I think it does play a role. Just because they feel like Benji said, the access. They feel like they just have access, especially to certain individuals, certain people. They find themselves in the DMs of a big booted Judy that they seen online, and then you're in trouble, or you're double tapping on photos and drooling over here, forgetting that she could see what you doing, and vice versa. And then and then if you create, so when I go to the dating apps, if you are in a relationship, first of all, I'm not sure why you would be on there. So
You
but
know why
to
you're on
commit,
there.
it creates so much of a plethora of options when you're trying to find somebody that you don't want to just commit to one person, because there's a what if always around the corner. There, you swipe and there's another one. You swipe again on the app and there's another person. You every day you starting to wake up like you should be doing for jobs or something. Instead, you waking up seeing who's your new matches. So it becomes like addicting for them, I guess, to the point where they just don't. They're not going to settle down. It's too fun, and it might be a little bit of a rush too that I'm thinking might be involved with it as well. So it does kind of mess things up. I feel like for us back in the day, we go meet you, we talk to you. It's too much work and all of that. So we not. It's not
Especially
easily
when I'm
accessible.
just trying to get to the meats. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. So they got Tinder apps for that too.
Yeah.
Called Tinder.
Yeah. Well, I think a little bit of it too is if you can only imagine back in the day when they used to go fishing, right? They used to catch the fish and they take a picture with it and they take it home, right? Now they catch the fish, they take a picture with it and they throw it back
in
and keep looking for more fish. So I think a lot of people, like Trisha Michelle said, they become addicted to the hunt. Not really finding somebody, but their high comes from finding a new conquest, finding a new person, finding somebody to be around. And then once they see one thing that, you know what I'm saying, piques their interest in a negative way, and then they're like, you know what? Nah, she ain't it. Nah, he ain't it. I'm gonna go find somebody else. So whereas back in the day, you see something, you like, okay, I don't really like the way she does that. So I'm just gonna talk to her about it and see.
Right.
Him and see if it's something that's a non-negotiable, right? And a lot of people don't even know what non-negotiables are when you talk about relationships. And let me also throw this in there very quickly. There's a difference between dating and in a relationship. And I think people need to define that in the beginning, what those terms are or what those, those parameters are for each.
Especially because they mean something different to each person.
That's a fact. That's a
fact.
fact.
Now, what's also interesting too is you got to put this in there too, because once I catch the fish, a duty comes with that. You got to skin it, you got to fillet it, you got to do all of these types of things to keep it, to eat it. Pause. And then if it's like some people don't want that.
No
so I'm
pause.
just gonna catch a fish, take a picture with it, boom, and throw it back in there. You get what I'm saying? You do the same thing with a chick. You grab her, boom, boom, boom.
So he ain't no eater. Keep going back.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody eats nowadays. Everybody
I'm about to say now.
Yeah,
everybody eats.
But I'm just saying, you might not want to go through all of that work. You know what I'm saying? To eat. You know what I'm saying? You got to take her out.
Listen, the eating part is the standard part now. We already talked about this.
I know, but I'm
that's
saying,
standard.
I know, but what I'm saying is if you got to do all that just to get to the eats, you're like,
I mean, they can eat it as is too. I'm pretty sure that'll be something different for them. That's when you come
crucial,
on.
Though. You know,
that's when you're catching things.
You know, they say nowadays that's leading to throat cancer. So
well, hey, it's gonna be a lot of us running around here with throat cancer.
Hey, throat cancers and some people with throat babies.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah, 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 yeah. Well, all these is facts, y'all.
I'm
So
just
we ain't
saying.
wilding out. It's just this subject is, we're gonna speak to you, you know what I'm saying, in terms of just being truthful, right?
Yeah.
Fact.
So we're having a truthful conversation, and in the words of Old Dirty Bastard from the Wu-Tang, ooh baby, I like it
Better
raw.
like it raw.
And
Yeah.
people love it raw. All right.
Yeah.
So
Sadly.
let me ask you this question next. Are people too picky in modern dating? Do you think that that's an issue as well, Trish Michelle? Are people too picky?
Uh, yes. Now, yes. I will say yes because of the standards and you got to make this much. You got to be able to pay my rent first before you even, or pay a bill first before you step to me, or do this or that. All these different things that have nothing to do with, like, you getting to know a person first, but to them that tells them everything that they need to know. So yeah, they the standards are, I call that high or delusional. But
Delusional.
the
A mix
standards
of
are
both.
somewhere, but they're definitely at a different level than being logical and realistic. So yeah, I believe so.
Okay. How you feel about that, Benji? Did people are they too picky? Did standards go up? Patience go down? What's going on out here?
I just really think people don't actually know what they really want.
Mm,
I think people are flooded with so much that they haven't tried or actually done before, that they just have these crazy weird ideas and they just want to try. And then once they try and they find out you actually have to put in some work, you have to be emotionally intelligent. They throw it back in the sea because they just ain't they ain't got that type of patience. They can't
mm.
handle a man, a man being a man in a lot of cases. You get what I'm saying? Like, he ain't overly emotional. He speaks with precision. He's not all over the place. His thoughts ain't wild. He's very precise. And if you don't fit in that space, it's like, that wasn't the person for me. When truth be told, you just didn't know what you want. You thought you could handle being with a dude who has his business together. And then when you find out you're not as good as you thought you was, then we got a problem. And I think that's ultimately the issue.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
I
but I think sometimes maybe they're not in that space in their lives as well. So maybe
Right.
I wouldn't say that they don't know what they want. Maybe they've never experienced anything different
Yeah.
to understand what something else is. I mean, a lot of people fall into the same rotation of individual as
Right.
well.
Right. Right.
So I think they got to experience something different, and kind of everybody got to get out of their comfort zone. So
Right.
I think that plays a role in it.
And that makes it crazy, because with the apps, all you're doing is you're kind of scrolling through trying to see what looks good, what kind of fits your likable,
Looks
what
good on
you might
paper.
like, what looks good on paper. They have this term in football that says, I mean, you got to play the game on the field. I mean,
yeah,
you
facts.
I think of, like, Boston Celtics at one time, man. They had Gordon Hayward, they had Jaylen Brown, they had Jason Tatum, they had Kyrie Irving, and they had Al Horford. All five of them, like, on a team, and everybody was so excited. Like,
Looks good on
oh, it
paper.
going looks good on paper, but then in actuality, you got to get on the floor and you actually have to play the game
Hmm.
together. And
Yeah.
then you find out egos get in the way.
That,
Yeah,
but
Then
it's
me too.
also chemistry too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts,
for sure.
Like
facts,
the chemistry that you run into with people, because I was gonna say that, I think it may be a little bit of they don't know what they're looking for, but I
right,
also think it may be a little bit of they're looking for what everybody else is looking for now, because they see
facts,
it. They see it so
facts,
much on social media, they see it so much in the world that everybody wants a guy that's 6 foot tall making six figures. So
right.
that's the, what I'm saying, that's what's on their board. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what they're aiming for. But it's like, you don't fit that bill. And you know what? People gonna get mad at me about this, but Kevin Samuels was right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In a lot of ways, because he was trying to explain to people, male and female, that sometimes you're dating outside of your range. Like,
Facts.
these things
Yeah.
that you're aiming for are not for you. You want a guy who's 6 foot tall, who works out every day, who's got chiseled body and everything. And you're 4'9" and you built like a file cabinet.
Right.
There's nothing
And
wrong with you being the height you are, being built the way you are. There's somebody out there for you, but
right.
you're aiming at those guys and those guys only. That's unrealistic because there's a dad
Yeah.
by a guy out here who will love you and take care of you and create a whole
But
family
you
with
ain't
you,
interested.
but you ain't interested in him.
Right. And you find out the 6 foot guy, he works out to keep that body. He ain't just taking Ozempic. And now you got problems. You get what I'm saying? Because you're like, he always at the gym. And why? It's just a whole bunch of stuff. And I think earlier you mentioned the chemistry part of it. That's so crucial, man. Like you're just not compatible with everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
ain't cool with you being so rigid and so
Your
disciplined and
personality
so
sometimes
yeah,
ain't it.
yeah.
It
You
don't
get what I'm
mesh with
saying?
everybody. Not everybody
No,
gotta like you.
Yeah.
facts. That's just a fact. That's a fact.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna transition to the next topic because it's perfect for what we're talking about now, and this is social media relationships, right?
Hmm.
So what I mean by that is people comparing themselves to relationships that they see online, and
Hmm.
celebrities and couples feel the pressure to perform for the internet. They feel the pressure to post, pictures of them and their significant other to align with it, what everybody else is doing to show off. And then you have the balance of excuse me, private life and your public validation, right?
Hmm.
You want to keep things private, but you want to show things. Like I have a young lady on my timeline, won't say her name, I ain't trying to put her out there, but she posted pictures of her and her new man, but she posted pictures, but she blocked his face.
Right.
So it's like you want to show everybody you got a new man, but you're not showing his face. Like, what's that about? Like, like, can
Right.
you not show his face? Do you don't want to show his face because you don't want people to know who he is? Like,
Right.
it's a lot behind that. So to me, if I can post you on social media, but I can't post your face, that's saying something negative to me, right? If I'm
And I
seeing that
see
as a
some red
person,
flags.
I see some
Hmm.
red flags there, right? Whether that is the case or not is just the way it's going to appear to me.
Yeah.
Because if I can't show you in front of the world, then that means that I'm number one, I'm probably trying to shield you from something that might come your way because of me. Number
Hmm.
one. Number two, I'm not proud of you as I, might come
You
across,
might
but I,
think,
I
yeah.
do like you, but I know that as far
If
as the standard that I've set for myself, if I put you out there, people are gonna be like, oh, he or she talked all that stuff about all these tens that they pursuing and that they want. And then now they with this person. This person ain't even that.
Now, what I experienced back then is because again, there's so many options. You found out who was actually talking to the chick if you posted her. Because dudes get in their feelings when they find you with old girl that it was hilarious. So it's like, but you can find out so much. And in the social media space, sometimes you're doing a lot of weeding out of who is talking. Oh, you really? Oh, you talk to so and so? Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. Like I already know how old boy get down. Yeah, that's the homie. I've been knowing him for 15 years. If he smash, I don't want you. Like it's just a whole bunch of stuff that that can happen when you in that space. So them days were quite interesting. I'll say to say the least.
I mean, some of that is still plays,
Right.
as soon as you post your girl, well, you know what? As soon as I got posted,
Hmm.
I got added and I'm looking and I'm like, who is this? So I look
Right.
and I see his mutual friend is him. So
Yeah.
why are you adding me? So I
Hmm.
screenshot and I said, get your friend, get your boy.
Right.
Like get him out my inbox.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
there's no reason to add you. I've never even seen you. I've never met you. You're not family of his. But as soon as I got posted, you're in my
Yeah.
inbox trying to add me and everything else. Get your sorry self over there. Cause I'm
Now,
telling.
now some of that happens because, truth be told, is dudes secretly been peeking at you for a while anyway. And so now
And then
all of a
everyone loves
sudden,
a "I took your girl" moment and vice versa. "I took your man" moments. Not I
dudes
won't say
get
everyone.
territorial.
There's a lot of
Right,
people out there that
right,
enjoy that
right.
aspect
Dudes
of
will-
life.
dudes will literally get territorial and they ain't even yo chick yet. Like, oh, they
True.
ain't even like it happens. Like,
Yeah.
so you with so and so now. Like, wait a minute, we don't even talk. But they've been secretly admiring you on social media,
Yeah.
and they just never had the guts, you know what I'm saying, to actually say something. And then you'd be surprised. So you with her now? Oh, yeah. Like, what's the deal? Like, what you tripping out for? And then that's
Then
when
there
you
becomes
find
that
out the
part too.
secret interest. Yeah.
But not only that, where they believe they know your story. So
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, "Oh, you with her? Are you with him? Let me tell you
Uh-huh.
about it." I had that happen
Uh-huh.
one time in the past.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And it
So
was absolute lies because, of course, like you said, there was somebody that you had a crush on him in the
Yeah.
past, the years and years ago, whatever. So they
Right.
made up this whole elaborate story. And
Mm-hmm.
if I was one of those little people that just believe anybody that come in front of me, that like I
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
went left, but instead I communicate and we talk and we figured out I need some proof though. But we gonna talk about it
Right.
and we good. So,
Right.
but yeah,
okay.
the social media could be tricky. It can be
Okay.
tricky, but the not posting, the covering the faces. I'm not saying you have to post your relationship, but let's not act like you're not active on social media. But then you have a
Right.
social media because what do? Because they're like, I don't even use it. Then why do you have it?
Well, my thing is, my question with that instance is, why would you even post him if you're not going to post his face? Like,
That's what
what is
for
the
me. Yeah,
whole, what is the
some of
reason?
it, some of it is hiding because you got chicks on the side too. Baby, don't put my face on there.
yeah.
I
No,
don't
that's
like
for
being
sure.
on social media. Blah,
If
blah,
you
blah, blah,
can't
blah. And
repost
But
a
that's a
tag.
red
some of that,
flag to me. That's a red flag.
very true. I ain't
If
gonna even
every
lie
time
to
you
you.
at dinner and it's you by yourself, but I'm there or vice versa,
It's a red
but your
Right.
flag.
post, like
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't know who the show is for, but I don't want to be a part of it anymore.
Facts.
man, I had instances where a chick came and stayed with me for like 2 months at my crib. Because chicks didn't believe I was actually solo. Like they thought it was like, oh, you lying. So let's stay with posted her, bro. We was at the beach, posted her, and dude knew her from the foot pic that she posted with my wine. Like it was so hilarious. And he,
And man, say he had them foots in the urban
Girl,
for. I
I
know
know this
them.
feet. I paid $500
bro,
for a few of them photos.
do you not know this dude hit me up and was like, hey, yo, so and so. Yeah, I've been like, yeah, she's been down here for like a month already. Like,
Benji
he's
dime
like, oh.
donor.
Yeah, he said, unhand my toes.
I'm like, I mean, like, yeah, like, what's the deal, bro? Like, she been kicking it with me, and that was just how it went down. I didn't need to hide anything. There was no need for me to hide. Either you was rolling with me or you wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
and if you wasn't, oh, okay, I'm gonna send you back. You going back in another month. So if you're gonna go get with him, go on do your thing. I know what I got out of it for the 2 months he was down here. So holler at your boy. Good. When you're done with that, come back and holler at your boy again. But that's it.
Oh.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. So straight out, you know what I'm saying? Straight out, is social media ruining real relationships? Like a relationship that blossomed in real life, people really met, people really dated, people really was together, but now social media is putting a strain on their relationship. Do you think that that's the case as well as some of these instances?
I
Yeah.
think social media is only playing a part based on the person you're with. Because if that person really been playing games, you're gonna find out for sure. Because the social media will eventually expose them, right? Like I just think social media is the tool. You could use it whichever way you want. But at the end of the day, if you've been wilding out secretly, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, here comes these social media posts. Here comes out, yeah, it's gonna expose a lot of stuff. And whatever you use it for, it's there's a means to an end to it for sure.
I
Okay.
mean, I agree as far as it is ruining relationships and the natural growth or, blossoming of it. I believe that the problem is social media, everyone is going to put their best face on. That no one's gonna
Mhm.
post their picture ugly. No one's gonna post their relationship going to shit, every argument, every this, every that. No one's gonna post all of that. They're posting everything that looks great. Oh, all these flowers across the countertop. Look what he got me. But she got slapped yesterday. And
Right.
the other one, he
Not
posted
the
he in the
backhand.
bed and he got his hand on her booty and they watching a movie together, but low key he didn't get none. Like it's just everything is
She
just a
had a pad
show,
on.
and so everyone, oh, I want a relationship like that, or oh, I
Uh-huh.
want this, just like the Christy Scott and Desmond, they all wanted that. They ain't even together now. Like everyone wanted their relationship, and it's gone. Like, and there
Mm-hmm.
was infidelity or whatever, possibly, or all these other accusations, allegedly. I don't know, who knows? They just went
Mm-hmm.
separate ways. I believe it just was social media. She was too much involved in that. But there's all these different things that everyone wants to conform to or be like because they're trying to be like Mike, and Mike ain't even who you think it even really is when you're looking on social media. So it ruins that. You want your man to do what these little posts and these memes are saying, and you want your girl to do this and that. Just be in the moment and get to know who you really are with. She's not
Mm-hmm.
a post, she's not a meme, and they're not a reel that you went past that you just loathe to be. I mean, that not loathe, but you want to be so bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it does ruin it. Nothing's
You know what?
organic.
You know what's the crazy part is, a lot of these women, and I'm not being, a lot of people, say on my time, like, you always attacking the women. I ain't attacking the women. I just like to put it out there for women to talk
Right,
about
right,
because I know a
right.
lot of times, they quick to throw men under the bus for certain stuff that they do. But, I like to hear the ladies talk amongst themselves about what they do and to see the
Right.
different sides of the different things and have them, have dialogue amongst themselves.
Right.
So, but when it comes to the situations where like Trish Michelle was talking about, you looking at somebody else's relationship. There are a lot of women out here who want to be taken care of. You know what? Cassie wanted to be taken care of too. And look at that situation. Look
Facts.
at what we've uncovered behind the scene, through documentaries and all this, court cases and stuff that she had to endure. She was being taken care of,
She was.
right? So, I mean, at
Very
what
well at
cost?
that.
Yeah, at what cost are you willing to, what I'm saying, to go to in order to be taken care of? So, man, it's just I'm not understanding, the links that people want to go to be someone else. Follow your own trick. Date who you want to date. Date who your heart, you know what I'm saying, is pushing you toward. Date who you fit with, and go from there. And if people like it, fine. If they don't, guess what? It's somebody gonna say something about everybody you post. I don't care who you are.
Facts. You ugly to somebody.
Listen, yeah, I don't care who you are, who you're dating. Like they could be a 10 to you, and you put them on your timeline and they get roasted.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You just have to like who you like and be okay with that. And you know what I'm saying? And stop worrying about what other people say about what you are doing in your life and just live your own life and be happy with what you do.
People love the attention. It's one of the things of social media I think that's kind of been exposed. People realize that they can get lots of attention. And if you are kind of unhappy in your relationship, and you see potential somewhere else, it's a great space for you to find maybe what you think you want. That's for sure.
And you gotta
Okay.
understand, you post if some of these social medias post in their bio what they are, what they do, what they like,
Hmm.
what their astrology sign is, and they will literally post their stories of everything they do all day. And then you find a guy that matches everything you ever wanted. Duh. Yeah, you posted everything you ever wanted. He
Yeah.
he he took the notes and he's
Right.
gonna be all of that to get you, and vice
Facts.
versa.
Facts.
Girls, you're into nutrition. All of a sudden she work out. All of a sudden she love the gym. All of a sudden she this and that. Everybody is gonna be what you want them to be at first until they
Right.
ain't. Until they
So
fall
a
right
lot
back into who they really are.
a lot of
Yeah.
superficial. That is a fact. That is a
Okay.
fact.
Okay. So that plays into the next section that I want to bring up is the situationship culture. I think a lot of what we just talked about is the reason why situationship culture even exists because people want relationships without responsibility. They want the
Facts.
relationship benefits without the responsibility of it. They want to avoid titles
Hmm.
and they have a fear of being vulnerable. So, Benji, do you think people are just simply afraid to define the relationship, especially in front of the world? Is that part of the problem? Is that why they want to do the situationship?
I would say for sure, but most people have a garden tool phase, fam. And a lot of people haven't got that out their system yet, especially a young buck with all them, you know what I'm saying? He got about 10,000 babies in that joint, and he ain't released all of that out. And then, you know what I'm saying? Chicks start liking you, and you like, oh, and then you realize how easy it is that you can get a chick, how easy it is she's willing to give it up. And then that become what creatures of habit. Then you be like, oh, I can get her. 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 And then you just go and you go and you go, and you ain't out of your garden tool phase yet. So people just kind of be in that phase. And until you get out of that phase and be out of it, that's just kind of how you gonna roll for the most part. So yeah. See, people like, I'd rather it be a situationship than me linking up with you and keeping you and skinning you and buying your nails and doing this and doing that. I'd rather just have situationships. It's easier for me.
Okay. Trisha Michelle, what you feel about that?
Uh, First of all, I don't think people are demanding or requiring more of these
Mm,
individuals when they get there.
Mhm.
They're accepting things and settling just because there's this and that they got, and then on the other end, you're giving everything to why ask for more? Why put a title on it? I already got everything I want.
Right,
They living together sometimes already. They getting it on the daily or at least 4 times a week, whatever the case may be. And it's like, why we gotta shift things?
why
Everything
we
is
gotta
good here.
define this? Yeah,
And then at the same time, you got and I don't even know if this may be a factor or not, but life is already full of all kind of other things that's complicated and stressful. If this is fine over here, why would I make something quote unquote stressful? They got a lot of excuses because to me that's bullshit. But there's so many excuses out there that they're used to not commit. And people just fall into it and they're okay with it. Everyone fall for the okie doke because it's okay right now. But no one's thinking about no one's exercising what they really want. And in the episode, like we had before, marriage, not too many people are even caring about that anymore. No one values it.
right,
No one wants to get there. So then it's like, if we're not even thinking about marriage, do we even have to define this? Everything's good right now. We don't need nothing else.
right.
It's just the value in all of it is just deteriorated.
Most people have never had that modeled for them, marriage and all of
That
that.
too.
So it's a whole world that they just haven't experienced before. It looks good on paper to be
yeah.
with somebody and all of that and all of that. But then again, behind the scenes, it's a different story. It's like running a restaurant. Like it looks good
Yeah.
when the food come out, but bruh, you don't understand. Folks had to get up at 5 o'clock in the
What happened?
morning,
Yeah.
prep all of that. And if you
Hmm.
didn't prep enough, then you ain't got it. No, like there's behind the scenes. You got to season that. You got to flour it right. You got to turn the oil on. You got to do X, Y, and Z. But all the people at the front see is that the food was fire.
Yeah. The
It was
finished
But
seasoned
product.
even
right.
like
Yeah,
Ken said earlier, it's what are examples in the household. So if
right,
there's no example
right.
of a relationship, a marriage, of how to treat a woman or man, and courting and
Mm-hmm.
dating and relationship and all of these things, building a household, and if there's no example of that, there's a lot of broken homes. There's a lot of separations. There's a lot of just daddies and mamas was hoeing and all these other things. So
Facts.
those are the examples.
Well,
And folks like to go tit for tat a lot, but what people don't see again is that in those spaces, you gotta have the hard conversations. Like yo, like why you spend $10,000? Why you do that?
well,
Why you do
I,
this? Why you do that?
I think it's that, but I also think it's like we were saying, what you see. What you
Hmm.
see, as the old saying goes, what you see, you think you can be. Right.
Right,
Hmm.
People are not seeing marriages no more. These kids, especially growing up now, and a lot of these teenagers, they never saw a marriage like grandma and grandpa had. Even though we
right,
know that there was some issues behind that
right, right,
as we became adults and
right,
we grew up and we came into our own relationships and our own marriages and things like that. We understand it from a different standpoint. But a lot of these kids ain't never seen good examples of marriage, and now the marriages that they do see all over social media, it ends in divorce. It ends in
Divorce and
nasty,
breakup. Yeah,
yeah, it ends in a nasty
Yeah.
situation. So it's like, why would I want to endure that just to end up like that?
that's a
So,
fact.
you
There's a
know,
quote out there that says children need to see their dad, their mom treated properly. They need to see those visuals because they're just not getting it
yeah,
in a lot of spaces, especially in their daily walk. You think kids are at school, what, 6, 7, 8 hours a day? And they come home and all they see y'all doing is kicking, fighting, fussing, and screaming. Like, why would they want that? So it could
Yeah.
be quite, it could be
but
a trouble for sure.
they might not want it, but then if they do get it, that's how they're gonna act too, and that's what they're gonna
Exactly.
think is their
Facts.
norm. That's gonna be
Facts.
their baseline. So,
Hmm.
and it's crazy to say this, but I believe that as we move forward, you're gonna see way more situationships than relationships.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fact. From
So
especially from the women, women are starting to get, well, I wouldn't say starting, but I believe they've been there. They're at this space to where I was watching the thing today that said they're go ladies, treat these men how they've always been treating you. So some women are on that space, so let me get
Yeah,
my
that's
get
been
back.
that's been trending out there.
Yeah,
yeah, I
let me
mean
get
that's
my
just what I'm
let me
saying.
get
That's
my get
already
back.
it's already
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
Like
that's fact.
the women already acting like that. So now you
Fact.
got both sides acting like that again, and that
Right.
equals these current scenarios that we're talking about, and that's why it's like that because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's a constant battle. Instead of
Mhm.
them trying to align with each other, they're too busy. You know what I'm saying, going blow for blow.
Yeah,
Right.
it's trickling down. It's the you're not taking me on dates, you're not giving me flowers, you're not romanticizing the relationship. Okay, well, you're not gonna get this, or we're not doing this, or there's no point then. What's the point of being your girlfriend? What's the point of being this? And then it's
Right.
just everybody's just and then okay, well, if you ain't gonna be with my girlfriend, then what's the point of staying loyal? And like it's just all
It's a bunch. It's a bunch
Yeah,
out there. It's a
yeah.
lot, but you gotta get into a space to where I'm fortunate enough, even though I didn't grow up with that. I'm fortunate that when I came to Cali, I had two of the greatest mentor relationships for me, and that was dope. Both of them were my mentors, my pastors. So, yeah, it was quite interesting. And my pastor now actually is a dope dude, been married for 30 plus years as well too, so that's actually pretty dope.
yeah.
All right. So that's an interesting, transition we're about to make from what we were just talking about before Benji's statement about the wholesome marriages. A lot of red flags going on, right?
Mm,
And people just people just proceeding you know what I'm saying, through those red lights like they're in traffic.
Yeah.
right.
So the next up is the red flag era. So that we're talking about people diagnosing other people, everyone diagnosing everybody else, over analyzing small things. Now that's a huge one, right? So it's like they're looking for the red flags. So and cutting people off way too quick, as we said earlier, they find one thing that they have an issue with, and instead of them trying to get more information on it or trying to wait a little bit to see, is this really what I think it is? They see it and they gone because it looks too much like a situation that they had before.
Hmm.
So that is, the red flag area is very interesting. We actually have an episode with the red flag coaches
Yeah,
Yeah.
on, and we have a whole episode where we talked about these different types of red flags. And I think the biggest thing to me is over diagnosing each other, right?
I
People
agree.
sit down and pick each other apart, and they do that so often, and then it transitions into the over analyzing small things, and then you end up running off or leaving somebody who you really probably had a dope connection with over something that was so small that you
Hmm.
could have gotten past it, but you dipped out too quick. So Trisha Michelle, are people afraid of the commitment? Is that why they're, nitpicking the red flags? Or are they just choosing better?
I think that everybody thinks they're a licensed therapist these days, especially with
Right.
the plethora of the podcast era as well.
Right.
Everybody has a say so on what someone is or their definition of what this is. You know, you're toxic, you're what are they? What are the other things they call people? I don't know, but yeah. You're
Yeah.
masculine, you're emasculating, you're feminist, you're this shit, all these other things, right? And I don't know what credentials you have to tell the next person you're this or that, but I can say that they take that since they think they know now because social media has defined this and this is what it
Mhm.
says. This is what I read on this reel, and this is what this lady said that a sociopath looks like, and you are actually showing those signs, so you must be one. So
Right.
yes, it's like this new, what is it? The doctor, where you can go Google your symptoms. Now you could just go on social
Web
media and
doctor,
yeah,
WebMD.
WebMD
WebMD.
and stuff. Yeah, you can just go on social media and then you gotta be it. I knew it. I gotta go. And
Right,
it's like,
right,
whoa,
right, right,
whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa.
Well, but you
Like,
know what? It's funny that you mentioned that because I'm gonna point this out. Just like that, everybody going to WebMD. Just like you saying, everybody's becoming that. Just like every time you go to WebMD and look up some of your symptoms, it's gonna always say you got AIDS. It's gonna always say you got HIV.
you
It's
got
gonna
AIDS
always
and
say
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
die.
die. So
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? It's that it's that scenario. You're
In my field, we
misdiagnosing
tell
them
everybody
and yourself.
stay off WebMD. Stop self-diagnosing. Stop
Facts.
it. Stop it. So please
Facts.
stop giving your significant other or whatever they are to you a self-diagnosis from your prognosis as your licensed therapist self has seen from the real that you just walked past just last night while you was up in bed because you couldn't sleep. So you
Right.
know this. Like, let's stop it. But it's also funny that you said people are something happens or one little red flag, so they're quick to react to just this one red flag. I had a friend, I ain't gonna name them, but if you're listening, you know who you are. They was dating somebody, and the one situation happened, and to me it wasn't really that big. To me it seemed as if it was a little anxiety, they were uncomfortable. So the first
Mhm.
date they had a couple people come too. Now on the receiving end, that this person has anxiety, so they don't like a whole lot of people, so they like, this is weird, this is odd, why would you do this? I'm cool off her, I'm not like, she moved weird, this that woo, wah, wah. I said, but maybe because she don't know you either. It was a little weird. I
Right,
said, now
right.
I don't agree that this is how it should have went. Y'all should have communicated, maybe asked, is it cool, whatever, whatever. I said, but I think you should maybe ask and talk to them and ask them why they did that before you. Nah, that's weird. That's weird stuff. Da, da, da. I was like, oh my god. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Like I'm done.
I was like, you probably should talk to them about it. And sure enough, eventually they talked within a 24 to 48-hour period. Both of them thought things about each other that wasn't real, that they were kind of just acting on things. And yeah, a conversation goes a long way before you throw a flag. And it's funny because y'all want to throw that red flag first, but a lot of y'all got a collection of red flags that y'all should have been
Right,
adhering to. It's funny how now suddenly little things, the tiniest things,
right.
but the other stuff that he clearly doing or she clearly doing, they don't see those. They
Yeah,
blind to the
they
bullshit.
like
Facts.
they like that toxicity. They like it.
Yeah,
That's a fact. Some people do. Some people do.
Yeah. All right. So Benji, talk to us, man. What you feeling about this?
Man, you know what? I just think people, man, want control. Like people can be weird sometimes, bro. Like they get into these measuring contests with each other. Like it's like if I got control of everything, it makes you feel, you know what I'm saying? So if I overanalyze you and I point out all of your flaws, it somehow makes me kind of at the utopia of this relationship. And, we got to exercise dominance and all of this and all of that. And, it's just, to me, that's really what it is. So you get into overanalyzing. Don't get me started on the podcast, people, because people be saying some dumb stuff, bro, just to sound eloquent, just as like, and just I be like, man, that ain't in the therapist Bible. Like they, like you just, like my wife's a freaking LMFT, like license. I'm board certified. You won't find that nowhere in there,
Well,
right? And
but
it
you
gets
gotta
interesting sometimes.
I think people got to understand too. Remember that a lot of people, not this podcast, not this live show, because we spit the real here, like seriously.
Facts,
But
facts,
a lot of those shows they live on the clips. They live for the clip. They don't live to
facts.
provide you actual information that's tangible for you to use in your real life. They
Hmm.
just interested in the clips. They just interested in the views. They just interested in the
So
publicity
say
that comes with
anything.
it.
Yeah.
They'll say anything to for the clicks. And that's not what we do here. If we say something that gets some traction, then cool. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have meaningful conversations that are truthful to how people really talk and how people really
Right.
move in this world. So, you know what I'm saying? We're proud of that here. That's what we do. So
That's
if you
what we
keep
do.
tuning in, you're going to keep hearing some authentic information from people who actually know what they're talking about. Because I laugh all the time at you have these relationship experts that never been in a marriage, that never been in a
Facts.
marriage before. They
And
never been.
people don't know Ken been married. Ken been married for 30 something years. You know what I'm saying? He old.
But I'm just saying, like, it's people that give advice, and it's like, dude, you haven't even been in anything meaningful. Like, so how
Facts.
can you give somebody relationship advice or marriage advice and you don't have it? It's just like somebody who wants to talk about raising kids but don't have them.
No
Like,
cheering.
I
Yeah.
understand you can go to school for a lot of stuff, but real life application trumps books any day to me.
That's a fact.
Like if you're there on a day-to-day basis and you deal with these kids on a day-to-day basis, there is nothing in that book that's gonna overtake what I'm experiencing, what I'm seeing live in real time every day.
Facts.
So
Like people didn't know some of these kids were autistic, and they was just, treating these kids any kind of way and tossing
man,
the kids out to school and all types of stuff. And as educated as they wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? You got this kid actually has some real life issues that the parents have to deal with. And nobody would listen to them or get the kid diagnosed. And so they just label the kid. So we know it happens.
yeah. Well, it's funny that you saying just label those kids because that's what people do in dating now. They just label people. They
Fact.
see things that they've seen before and just automatically group
I'm
them
telling you,
with
sociopath.
yeah, with something else. So I bring this question up too. It seems that if ghosting is the new normal in dating, right? Instead of facing an issue, instead of talking about an issue, like Trish Michelle said, that person said that addressing that person about the issue that they had was weird. People would rather just leave you alone, not talk to you, not answer your
Hmm.
text messages, just completely go off the grid on you, block you, all
Mhm.
that stuff, and you don't have a inkling of why. Because I've
Right.
heard many people say, "Well, I got blocked, and I don't even know why they blocked me. I don't even know
Right.
why they stopped talking to me." And I think that if you have an issue with somebody, outside of something, something physical, something violent, you should just let that person know, hey, you know what? This is what I feel. I'm not feeling it no more. This is what I observed. I'm not rocking with it. If it's true or not, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and deuces. And it was nice knowing you. Peace out. Simple.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with them. You ain't got to see them in person. None of that. You could text them or whatever, but just give them the common courtesy of knowing, hey, you know what? We ain't together no more. We ain't talking no more. Instead of just
Right.
completely just cutting off all forms of communication with them for no
Now I've
for no apparent reason from their side.
Now I've ghosted some chicks before, so yeah, I understand. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, some stuff just be over the top, right? But there's not a lot of value in or people don't value relationships like they used to. Everyone is kind of expendable to a degree
Yeah.
because if you can't, meet my expectations, as Patricia was saying earlier, why do I need you around? So everything kind of now is based on what can you provide for me as an individual. She'll keep you around as long as you send in that cash app money. You can buy a son, you know what I'm saying, a couple Taco Bell tacos every now and then. You know what I'm saying? That's her value. That's the value she got in you. So she ain't gonna block you because you the only one who gonna send that $20, $25. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
If you
boy.
piping her down and she don't want to, you giving the good, she gonna value you in that space. So it's weird out here, but people don't value the relationship; they value what they can get from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, in that scenario where my friend was about to say whatever and just call it what it is, wasn't going to say anything either.
Mhm.
And I said, no, and the response was, why should I? It was the first date. I don't owe them nothing. They owe me nothing. I ain't got to say nothing
Right.
again. That's it. We ain't got to speak about it. Like, and it's just there's it, to me that's rude. A lot of people ain't got no
Mhm.
manners. And it's just there's a human factor to all of this. Like,
Yes.
would you do unto others as you would like them to do unto you is how I was
Facts.
raised. And if you wouldn't want nobody and everybody's favorite is I wouldn't care. Everybody
Right.
got feelings,
Right.
yes you would. Because if it was somebody you really, really wanted, it was that heifer you was stalking all over Instagram and you finally got her and she
Facts.
just ghosted you, you be over there sick and vice versa. So
Facts.
let's not act like that. So at the end of the day, you still say something, and whether y'all decide to say, "Hey, y'all not for me," that's fine. But at least y'all got there and said it, and that is what it is. So no one's just hanging around. Like people, like feelings ain't just to
Don't
toy
matter.
around and
Right.
and to
Right.
throw around with. And I think people have lost respect for individuals, themselves, and others, and people's feelings.
I think a lot of nowadays people are just operating without a lot of rules to the game. That like they've taken the rules and just threw them out. Like, so this is our playing field. I could do whatever I want to do. This is my life. I could do whatever I want to do. I could act how I want to act, and forgetting, like you were saying, the human factor is involved in it. But once you find out that everybody ain't on that, treat others, as you would like to be treated, man, you better be careful out here because folks will use your kindness for weakness like a slinky. So you got to be careful out here.
Oh,
Pause, Ken. Yes.
well, I mean, hey, that's the analogy you like to use. Go right ahead, sir. All right. So the last transition is good timing because when we talk about, the expectations of someone in a relationship and how we expect certain things, this is a good section to cover. The last section that we want to talk about is gender expectations,
Mm,
right? I think we're caught in a whirlwind of gender expectations because we're in the midst of a battle between traditional and modern relationship roles.
mm,
Who pays on dates? Those type of things are always talked about.
mhm,
Um, Masculine versus feminine energy debates.
mhm.
So with that being said, Benji, do you think that the gender roles in dating are more confusing than in the past now
Oh
because
yeah,
the
for
lines are so blurred?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely out of whack because you got a lot of more men nowadays who really don't have the core men values.
Mm,
Like you get up, you work every day, you take care of home, you do X, Y, and Z, you make sure. And then women are like, nah, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna go hustle, I'm gonna do my thing on my own. So now it ain't, me coming home to a home cooked meal or you washing the clothes. It's like everybody try doing whatever they want to do. And not saying that those roles have to be just gender specific because I cook, I clean. You get what I'm saying? I do all of that. You get what I'm saying? So in my mind, I don't need a woman to sit around and cook for me all day. Like I could probably cook better than you if we just being truthful. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you don't understand what your role is, but you also got a woman who's super masculine, like, bro, that ain't like talking like she a no limit soldier. Like,
uh,
bro, that ain't
they
like
call themselves alpha females.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not listen, I ain't into the I don't even like when people tell me Benji, you alpha chicks for saying, man, I don't care about that. I get in the mix and I do what needs to be done. And if you
Facts.
got a chick that's rolling with you, that's gonna do what it takes to get done. Both of y'all got that mentality, both of y'all, you serving each other. I mean, you can't go wrong in that space. You get what I'm saying? I don't care if I gotta wash drawers. They your drawers and they mine. Like, why do I care? Uh,
Yeah.
if you eating the box out, you get what I'm saying? Why would you want her with some stinky drawers on? That just don't make sense, Negro. Like, if that's your favorite jeans, you like to see her because them thing be popping in them joints, wash them joints. Take them to the cleaners. This ain't got nothing to, you just kind of get out of that phase. But most people don't know how. And I think the rules are all blurred. So
Okay. Trisha Michelle, how you feeling? I know you
Yeah,
got
well,
some
I'm
on
a,
your mind.
I'm an alpha female for sure. Um,
she be doing everything.
It's just who I am, but
Right.
I'm not. I don't have this whole soft girl era. That don't exist either. But I will allow you to do what you do as a man. Please do. Please do your part. but I guess the whole because I am more like tomboyish, I won't
Right.
say masculine presenting at all.
No, you don't
But
come off as masculine. No.
yeah, I am alpha. I do have a lot of girly little things about me though still. But I think that for me, I will take out the trash if it's full, but I will also sit and stare at everybody and be like, who do y'all think is taking this out? So it just
Right. Right.
it just depends more. Mine is more or less like it's just the shared roles in the household. Like
Right.
if that's what I believe in my household, but I also believe for everyone, the problem of roles, everyone trying to force roles on everyone has them trying to build a household that doesn't exist versus figuring out what works for their households. So
Right.
I think that is the problem that's going on right now because that might not be what works for you guys. And some women don't know how to cook. You chose her
Facts.
or whatever the case may be. And then you mad that she ain't because the roles are she's supposed to cook, but you chose her because she had the BBL and this and that. And she don't know nothing. Like,
Yeah.
and I mean, so what works for your household? Are you still looking for this person or do
She
you
putting she
prefer
putting
someone that
bleach on
does
the
know how
color
to cook?
clothes.
Yeah. What'd you say?
She putting bleach on the color clothes. You
Oh
know what
Lord,
I'm
I pray that that's not what's happening. But you just got to figure out what works for your household and what it is that you truly want. Like we discussed back, you got to know what you want and know what
saying?
your non-negotiables are, and the intangibles matter. Like just because a person can do this and that, like is that what really matters to you? So
Right.
I think gender roles is different in each household. It's whatever works for you guys.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
I
buy.
used go ahead, Ken. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say you gotta buy her a shirt that says, "I got yams, but I can't cook them."
Right.
I used to tell people in counseling, you got to know what you can deal with another person. Because
Mhm.
like for example, if you know she can't cook, which we mentioned, like you do know you can take cooking classes. Be proactive, bro. Go take some cooking classes here and there. You get what I'm saying? That's easily manageable. But can you deal with her if she doesn't handle money well? Is that something that's going to push you out the
Mhm.
door because you now know she's not good with money? And if you're in business and you have to have someone, guess what that's going to create? You're going to have somebody else handle your money. And if you're in constant communication with someone who, another female, and that's something that's very, very, very attractive to you because you're running a business, you're going to set yourself up for a lot of failure. So you got to know what actually you can deal with. Some stuff is just minor issues. Like I can deal with, not taking the trash out, those types of little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are minuscule to a degree to some people. But when it comes to major issues and somebody you gotta, if she's nasty, dirty, and she don't know how to clean, and your mama raised you to have a clean house, cleaning sides of toilets and all that type of stuff, man, listen, that person gonna get on your nerves
Mhm.
all the time. And if you can't deal with that,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you better not lock in with that because you're gonna live a miserable, nagging life all the time. And that's just not what a relationship is for, to be in that space.
Nah, not at all. I
Facts.
think for me, I've been catching myself because I could change the tire, change the spark plugs, I could change the brakes, I could change the oil, I could do a lot of things. But so that's where I be catching myself like, all right, well, I need my little I
Yeah.
need the tires done, like, I be trying to, let me
You
just
gotta
back
mention
up a
it
little
though.
bit, or I know how to change the license plate on my car, but I'd be like, here you go, can you change this for me? But I don't know, not for a role thing, but at the same time, I'm not trying to emasculate, whatever it is
Yeah.
Right, right,
the man in my life, because those are also things that you need to pay attention to as well.
right.
And when you are an alpha female or whatever it is, kind of tomboyish, because I'm not very I'm my daddy's son. So, some people might be like, "Dang, you washing your own car?" Like sometimes I really do wash my own car because I like cars, and I
Right.
like to. I like to wash my own car. I enjoy it actually, music going and doing my thing. That's me sometimes. But at the same time, sometimes I'll be like, "Can you go wash my car?" Like, or, I don't feel like
Yeah, no,
washing it. It's just
and that makes sense because again, that's part of the love language thing, right? We talked about before. Like those are little things that you can manage. I could take your car to get washed. Like I like
Mhm.
washing my car. You get what I'm saying? So I'm out there. I'd rather wash mine, buff it, and do all of that on my own than taking it to the shop where they're gonna kind of not do it as good as I would.
Exactly, that's my thing too. You take it there
Right,
and you spend all that, and I still see what I see.
right.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm
It's
be
like
like, "I shoulda just washed the shit myself."
right, I
Yeah.
can just do it by myself. But then those little things you can, you know what I'm saying? Those are little things that sometimes you got to teach a person to deal with. But
Yes,
is my
Yeah.
exactly. You
relationship
do
gonna
have
break
to
up
teach a
over?
person
You
because
have to
they may
teach a
not have
person.
been
Yeah.
required to do these things. Doesn't mean that they cannot. They
Yeah.
might have been in a
Yes.
relationship where the person didn't give a dang about none of this, but you do.
Facts.
And so you gotta communicate. What are we back on all the time? Communicate, communicate,
Right.
communicate. Hey, I actually like this. Or hey,
Right.
sometimes I would like it if you took this off my hands. You
Facts.
do gotta teach the person about you.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. And
Well,
most people aren't trying to, if you're not really into cultivating relationships, then I don't really care. It's like, well, whatever, I can do it by myself or whatever. And all it is just a simple, hey, you know what? I like my car clean. And, can you take it every now and then to go do X, Y, and Z? That shouldn't be so hard, but people make things so hard
well,
nowadays.
well, I think a lot of that, what y'all talking about now, still boils down to what we talked about all the time is love language, knowing the
Yeah.
Right.
other person's love language. But also, what I was going to mention as we get ready to wrap up is playing your position, right? A lot of stuff we equate to sports because we here at the Fire Session, y'all already know we love our sports.
Right.
So when you're on the team, everybody's got a position,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right.
But
yeah.
sometimes the running back does throw a pass. That doesn't mean he's
Mhm.
the
Facts.
quarterback, right? But
Yeah.
he's still the running back, but he threw a pass.
Facts.
Sometimes the coach is going to ask you to do things that you don't do in certain situations. That doesn't mean that's your position. That just means it's something situational that we
That will
needed for
make it
you to
work.
do at that time for the team to be successful. So sometimes that's how your household works. Sometimes there are going to be things that are going to be asked of you that you may not do all the time, but you're capable of doing if the situation presents itself. So we just have to be willing to, be flexible, play our positions on a regular basis in order to make sure that the household operates as a unit, the relationship operates as a unit, and everybody's trying to contribute to one common goal, and that's to be successful across the board. I think all too often relationships now are a competition,
Facts.
right? You end up competing against each other instead of helping one another be better. And I think people got to get away from that and know that this person sitting across from you loves you, cares about you, and you all want the same thing, one common goal, and that's to be successful. So
Folks be trying to exercise dominance a lot, so it could get weird.
yeah, facts. All right, so we're gonna get ready to get up out of here, y'all. I think we've had a great conversation about these things.
Facts.
As usual, the common goal here is, and you keep hearing last episode, this episode, communication. You all have got to be better communicators. I don't care if it's with your wife, with your girlfriend, husband, boyfriend, your side dude, your situationship, your kids, the teacher at the school. You have got to
Got to
communicate
communicate.
with everybody in your community, and you know what I'm saying, the people around you, the people in your circle, whatever you got going on. If your circle is a square, if your circle is a rectangle, a square, triangle, whatever it is, the people that are in your proximity learn how to communicate better. And a lot of these things that we encounter on a day-to-day basis will be that much better in our lives. So, Trisha
Mm.
Michelle, talk to the people before we get up out of here.
Well, you guys, I'm first of all, great analogy you gave with the football. That really just lined it up for everybody. But
Right.
outside of that, I mean, you guys, like you already said, I'm just gonna piggyback off of that. Make sure you guys communicate, know who you with, vet people, ask questions, really date. Don't forget, love is not lost. Y'all just losing it. But anyway, y'all can find me, Trisha Michelle underscore TM. And that's on YouTube, on Instagram, that's on TikTok, that's everywhere. Y'all know my YouTube is back in action and back popping. So make sure y'all follow me there. If y'all not following me on the Fiyah Session or following the Fiyah Session itself and tuning in every Tuesday here, we're gonna have some problems. It's gonna be trouble.
Trouble.
I all love. Benji Banks, the man of brand. Talk to the people.
Man, listen, man, you got some work to do, man. Listen, just if you're a man, if you're a credible woman, you desire to be a credible person, and you want to make an impact in life, man, you got some work to do. You can't sit on your rear end all day. You're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to grow in something. You can grow in some BS, or you can grow into something legit. You get what I'm saying? Whether you're running a business, whether you pastoring, whether you in music, you got to put some work into your craft. And if you're in a marriage, just real talk, you're dealing with somebody that has been doing their thing, depending on how old they are, growing up in their household with their parents for 30 something years or however long it is. And that's who they've become. And you're trying to blend that into your life with your kids and with your family. So guess what? You're going to actually have to put in some work to make things work. It's as simple as that. Anything in life, if it don't require no work, man, it probably ain't worth keeping. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, y'all know where to find me at. It's Fiyah Session. You can find me at the shop. You can find me on social media. You can find me at my new mentoring institute. There's all types of stuff you can find me at, man. Just come holler at your boy. We got good stuff for you. We ain't got no trash to offer you. We got some nuggets and some golden standards and some stuff to offer you. So come holler at your boy.
All right. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. That man, there's a Swiss Army knife. That man, they're doing a little bit of everything.
All of it.
Hey, I'm telling you, go on his website, y'all, for real. The prices, you will like them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, and y'all can get that lime green wig. He you know what I'm saying? He be having lime green wigs, so you can get that. Get that at the shop.
I mean, man, you can get us wholesale. We got your wholesale stuff. Ladies, let me throw this out there. Ladies, I know what y'all pay for human hair wigs. I got them wholesale. I know what they cost. And I know what you pay for them when you go into these Korean markets and stuff like that. I'm just saying, if you ever want the plug to get it at you for a wholesale price, I'll let you, boy. I'm telling you, I'll make sure you're good. And you won't believe it. You're going to believe it. Like, ain't no way he could get that for me like that. Listen to me. You must don't understand what Benji Banks is and who Benji Banks is. But I'll introduce you to him if you allow me. I'm just saying.
Oh, ready. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, the Fiyah Session one-stop shop. You can come here and get relationship advice. You can come here and get a laugh. You can come here and get a weave. You can come here, and Trisha Michelle might be able to even show you how to put the weave on, how to install. As they say, what they say, install.
Melt that lace.
Melt that lace. Melt. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, man. All right, y'all. We go wrap it up. So I'll close with this. In my humble opinion, modern dating ain't complicated because love changed. It's complicated because people changed. More options, or the illusion of more options, more distractions, and less patience because they think they got all these options. But at the end of the day, real connection still comes down to the same thing it always had: honesty, effort, and two people willing to absolutely choose one another.
Facts.
Yes.
All right. So y'all already know you've been rocking with Trisha Michelle, Benji Banks, and Big Ken. We the Fiyah Session. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe on all social media platforms and all platforms where you have podcasts, because we there. So don't miss the next session. Until next time, Benji gonna keep singing. Stay lit.
I'm like, what?
It's the Fiyah Session, y'all. Peace.
Inside.
Boy, put him on a hook.
If it is a love.